Hello and welcome to Season 3 of the Minecraft Archive. I'm Jared3118 and this is episode 17. And in this episode, we are going to build some giant glass arches. I think they're going to turn out really cool. I have a good spot that I'm going to build these arches at. And let's go ahead and head there now. And actually, before we head there, one quick thing. Let me give you guys an update on the tree house. It's coming along nicely. Actually, it's nighttime now, but it might be a good time to show it because it looks pretty cool with the lighting that I currently have. So before there was just kind of one main branch, that branch right there, but now I have four kind of main branches. Also, actually, while I'm headed over here, I talked about how I updated the dirt texture in my texture pack, but I forgot to mention that I did update the link on my channel page to download my updated texture pack. So if you're wanting the new texture pack, just head to my channel and click the download texture pack link, and you can get the updated one. So nothing's really changed here. We still just got this kind of winding staircase heading up. Got a nice view right here. And things start to change right about here. Alright, so when you first get up here, it kind of goes off in, let's see, 1, 2, 3 different ways. Of course, all of them go upstairs, and they all kind of take you to the same spot. This is just kind of a lookout area over here. But all these staircases ultimately lead to this area right here, and this will kind of be the central area of the tree. I'm probably going to decorate this a little bit, put some furniture in here, and yet again, here's another branch that kind of heads to a lookout area. I love this spot here because it's a great view of the islands. You can see the skyscraper, and soon you'll be able to see the glass arches, which I'm going to build right over there. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. Basically, what I have to do now is fill this entire area with leaves. I will probably plant a lot of trees, hope to, get some very large ones and just kind of trim out the trunks, leave the leaves behind, kind of like this here, and just kind of carve out a nice giant room here. And just make sure the leaves are nice and full all the way around the tree. And I think that about wraps up the tree house. Like I said before, it took a ton of wood from the greenhouse to build all this, but it's coming along nicely. So I've got another good view here, Viewer's Village, and again the tower. But let's go ahead and head to the desert over there. And actually, what I like about this spot here is a well-timed jump. Ooh, maybe I don't even need to jump. Maybe I just need to fall out. Yeah, if I just fall out of that trunk right there, or that branch right there, I land in the ocean and I don't take any fall damage. So let's get back to shore and head over here to where the water elevator is. I have built a new dock right here. And basically, what these glass arches are, if you've ever seen the St. Louis Arch in real life, or a picture of it, basically that's my inspiration behind this project. Just a giant arch that kind of just serves as a landmark. It's very scenic, but I'm going to give it a little bit of a twist. My glass arches, and there I just said it, arches. There's going to be two of them, okay, and they're actually going to crisscross. And one arch is going to have lava flowing down the side, and the other arch is going to have water flowing down the side. So you got some nice contrast there with the blue and the orange. And then both the arches are going to be made entirely of glass. So the idea is they look really cool from, close up and from far away. And hopefully from the islands right there, you'll be able to see these glass arches and they'll look really cool from a distance. So I'm probably going to do maybe all of the building of this glass arches on camera. I'm going to try not to skip anything, but when it gets to the point where I really don't have anything to talk about, I think I will go ahead and just start playing some music that hopefully fits some Minecraft building nicely. So let's go ahead and get started. These glass arches, I've kind of yet again done some schematics for these glass arches, so I've planned ahead. I've got, if you want to build this as well, you'll need about 9 stacks of 64 glass. It'll also help if you pick a nice flat area. And the reason I am building this here is this is where I go to get all my sand that I later on turn to glass. And as you can see, I've just kind of flattened out this huge area. So I thought, oh, what better spot to build the glass arches in the spot where I actually got all the sand in the first place. So it is 40 blocks across. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count this out now. And I think I want the central point of it all to probably be somewhere around in here. So let me go ahead and measure out 40 blocks. And we may have some stuff in the way like this here. And I don't want to get too far away because if you notice, the tower is not really visible here. The islands are barely visible. So I do kind of want to stick to this side of the shore. So let's go ahead. Let's just see how it would turn out if I build it here. So it would start here, and it's going to be 4 blocks wide. And let's just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here we go. This is going to get tricky. So we're up to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And can't really place a torch there. No big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I counted correctly, that would be 40 blocks. And that would be one arch right there. So the middle would be the 20 spot. And let's see. So this thing should cross right here. Yeah, I might have to scoot that a little bit over that way, because I'm going to need 20 blocks to work with here. So let's go ahead and scoot it all. Oh, let's just scoot it all 10 blocks over. That'd be nice and easy. So instead, it's going to start here. This should mark 10 blocks. That should now mark 20. This should mark 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, so now we got the middle here. And if that's 20, this is 21. Let's go ahead and put some blocks here so we can get a better idea of where the middle's at. Alright, now we just need to count out. Let's see, this would be, how's that going to work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. And let's count out 10 more the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And finally 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, I know it's not super interesting watching me count, but I wanted to give you a good idea of how I lay something out. So now I know that this is going to be the middle. One glass arch is going to go from here to there, and the other one's going to go from here to there, and I think that looks pretty good. I still could scoot it a smidge this way, but I think there's enough distance between this arch here and that dock there. Just wanted to make sure that it doesn't get too close. Yeah, that's plenty of room. Alright, so actually before I get started, what I'm going to do, actually, you know what, I'll go and do this on camera. I'm going to double check my math, because it's easy to mess up just by one number, and I want to make sure before I start building this entire thing that I counted correctly. So I'm just going to grab a nice even stack of 40 blocks, and I'm going to make sure this comes out to exactly 40. And, ooh, see, there, I was off 1. So this needs moved in. Let's see. Am I missing a torch over there? Nope. Alright. So now we know that's exactly 40, and as you can see, I messed up by 1. And maybe I could have just done this in the first place. Might have been a little easier. And now I do not need these middle torches marking where increments of 10 are. Okay, so I believe that is the middle. And the majority of this will be planning, because once we start building this thing, it's gonna go pretty fast. It is not gonna be too complicated. All right, let's get out another stack of 40. And let's test this side. And actually, you know what? I don't even need to do that. All right, we're ready. We are going to build this arch first, and actually we can go off that arch to do this part here. If you're wondering what this torch is on gravel, I believe there's a dungeon. Ooh, speaking of dungeon, creepy music. Some people say that means there's a spawner or a large cave nearby. Don't know if that has been confirmed. But anyways, I was digging once. I think I fell into like a cave there, so that's what that torch marks. Okay, so those torches were really just to get an idea of where it'll be once it's all finished. Now, for the fun part, actually building this thing. So first thing we need to do is go up 7 blocks, and I have these numbers written down in front of me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We go in 1 and up 3. 1. Let's go ahead and get rid of that block. 2 and 3. We go up 3 more. 1, 2. Let's get rid of the block. Oh, can I not reach that now? No. Come on. This is going to be a mess. One, 2, and 3. Alright, now we go up 2 more. Make sure to get rid of my netherrack this time. We go up just 1. We go up 2 more. And now we just start doing 1 at a time. Oh, don't want to lose that. I accidentally hit the Q key. Alright, so yes, we do go up 3 blocks, 1 at a time. Now we start going over. So we go over 2. And then we go over 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we're getting close to the middle of the arch. So we need 1 more block. And we need 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So somewhere around here will be the middle of the arch, and it'll be where they intersect. Okay, so there's one side. Now I need to get down so I can do the other side. and collect some of this netherrack. Don't think I'll need this here anymore. Alright, so yeah, you can see that's going to be a pretty good-sized arch, and if I get far enough away, you should see a nice little curve there. Let's go ahead and start on this side. It's the exact same. We started here. Go up 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Up 3. Oh, there we go. I did it again. Oh no. I'm not going down to get that. Let's go ahead and just make another real quick. Let's make a couple. Oops. We need some more sticks. Oh wow. Do I not have... I'm gonna have to make... How embarrassing. I'm gonna have to make a wooden pickaxe. What a noob. Oh hoo, achievement. Apparently those reset from time to time. And I have totally lost where I'm at. 1, 2, 3. This one should be 3. 1, 2, 3. Go up 2. Go up 1. Go up 2. Now we go up 3 blocks, but just 1 at a time. This is very similar to how it is to build a biodome, except for you kind of just build it one circle at a time, but you find a nice little guide, look at some numbers or count the pixels, and it's really that simple. Now we go over 2. And over 3. And that is exactly what you do not want to happen. Let's see, where did I go wrong here? This is supposed to be 40 blocks. How many am I away? It looks like I'm still 2 away. Alright, let's see where I went wrong. Let's make sure this is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This was supposed to be 3. 1, 2, 3. This is supposed to be 2. We're supposed to do 1 block, 1 block, 1 block. Up 2. 1, 2, 3, 3, and 7. That side looks alright to me. Let's look at this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that looks exactly right. So apparently, what happened here? Alright, I'm interested. I thought this was exactly 40. Unless my schematics are wrong, it's entirely possible. What was I at? I believe I was at 41. Whoa! Let me out. Let me out of the sand pit. Now that thing's just in a horrible area. I think a creeper might have done that. Exactly 40. Apparently my schematics are wrong. So what I will do is I'm gonna go for a second, check out my plans for this, double check to make sure I didn't miss any steps, and see why I'm 2 blocks off. I will be right back. Alright, I am back, and I figured out what my problem was. If you remember, as I was building the arch, there was an area where I would go up just 1 block at a time, and I did that 3 times in a row. I should have done it 4 times in a row on both sides. And the reason why I got a little confused is I actually have schematics for 2 different arches. an outer arch and then an inner arch. So might be a little better if I use gravel here. I don't know. We'll have to clean that up later. Okay, so right here, there's just one block. 1, 2, 3. There should be a fourth one, which there is, but this needs to go up a block. And so this is 1, 2, 3. So then that should be like that. And that is exactly why you bring extra glass too. Alright, so hopefully I haven't lost you guys here. Let me see if I can explain this a little bit better. Alright, so in the spot where you go up just one block at a time, you want to do that 4 times in a row. So right here would be the fourth one. No! Gosh, dang it, that about killed me. Oh man, this is going horribly bad. If you guys are wondering why I do not make episodes where I record the entire building process, this is exactly why. Maybe I need to just start building and stop explaining. And if you really want to figure out how to build this, you can just download my world. And that's probably much easier. Alright, let's go ahead and just do this kind of quick. I don't want this episode to get too long. Is that fixed? Is that fixed? 1, 2, 3. No, I don't believe it is. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should go into. Oh man. I think I'm. Oh yes, wait. Am I on track now? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This should be up a whole block. Whew. Going through glass like crazy. I promise this will look really good when it's all done. You guys are probably saying, man, why did I watch this episode? I was looking forward to it. I was excited. 2 episodes in just a week's time. But no, I've totally butchered this episode. Hopefully you guys are still getting something out of this. Just hang in there. The finished product is going to be nice. Alright. Everything has been fixed. This should be 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh my goodness. Alright, the hard part is done. Let's go ahead and clean up this. It's real easy after you get your first arch done, because you can simply look at this arch as an example. Alright, let's go ahead and clean up my netherrack on this side here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a good view of this, and I'm going to let you guys pause the video if you are interested in building this arch yourself. You can pause it, count the blocks that I used, and hopefully reproduce this with less problems than I had. Oh yeah, I got my stone pickaxe back. I am roughing it with these tools. I've only got 6 diamonds left, and I don't want to use them to make a tool until I can do a good enchantment. I really want to get a silk touch pickaxe. So what I'm going to do, probably off camera at the end of this episode, is go to my XP farm and try to level up quite a bit and get a silk touch pickaxe. Alright, so hopefully you guys can pause it right now. You might want to make your YouTube video full screen. I know you can't hear me talking right now because it's paused, because I told you to pause it. No, I'm just kidding. You can pause it right now, and hopefully you can count the blocks with the sun rising. Hopefully that helps you guys see it a little better. Let me go ahead and count them out for you real quick. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You go in 1, 1, 2, 3. In another one, 1, 2, 3. In one more, 1, 2. In one more, 1. In one more, 1, 2. In 1, in 1, in 1, in 1. And now you start going over instead of up. So you go in 1, but then you go up 2. Go in 1, and then you go up 3. And at the very top, you should have 10 blocks in a row. So what you will get is an arch, it should be 40 blocks from point A to point B, and that block right there should be 25 blocks off the ground. Alright, I swear that I am done counting in this episode. The hard part is done. Time to make this glass arch look totally epic. So this part's easy. I don't have to count. I just need to look at the other side and build off that. So I think this might be a good time to cue the music, because you guys would probably rather listen to music right now than me and my crazy counting. I maybe should go back to like elementary school or something. Jeesh. Alright, so cue the music. Alright, there we go. And we now have 2 arches, and lava, of course, will be at the top right there, and it will flow down both sides. Should look pretty nice, but we need something for the lava to flow on. So if you remember, I said that I had schematics for 2 different arches. There's really no need to know the dimensions or the number of blocks for the second arch, because you just have to look at this arch and make sure you just go in 1 block. So let me show you what I'm talking about. We're going to actually just do both arches at the same time here. Should be pretty easy. Alright, so now because we're even with that, we just go in a block. And we're just going to do that all the way to the other side. Let's go back to the music. Okay, so let's find the dead middle. And we have 4 buckets of lava. And we want to make sure we place that in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Should be one here, 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 and here. Alright, let's hurry up and get down there and see how this looks. It will want to spill into an area. Oh, gotta beat the lava. Lava actually moves extremely slow. And I'll clean up this bottom area later. Oh, shoot, you know what? I believe lava only flows 3 blocks. So I was in a hurry for no reason at all. Let's go ahead and go back up there. I've got an idea. Let's scoop up all this lava again. So this area here will make this actually where the water passes through. So we'll have a second arch. It's going to come right through the middle here. So this will actually be water right here, and I can actually take down those walls when I build the second arch. Let's go ahead and place this again and hurry back down. It's a race. Can he destroy the gravel faster than the lava? Oh, easily. Alright, there we go. Now you can see it pouring down the sides. And finally, this is going to look pretty cool. Oh, yes. That arch looks very nice from a distance. I could have maybe went a little bit larger. I seem to say that with all my projects. Oh, maybe I should have made the tree house a little larger. Oh, the arches could have been a little larger. No, I think that looks nicely, and I really like how it lights up this desert. You should be able to see that from pretty far away. Alright, so the reason I walked you guys through this entire process, I wanted to show you it really doesn't take too long to build this. It's one of those things that kind of looks more complicated than it is. I always hope that by you guys watching me, it gives you guys ideas for things to build. Oh, the music's getting all soft. This is it's a touching moment as I talk to my viewers. No, I just hope that, the projects I work on can, help give you guys some ideas. So it's nice for the projects that I can fit into one video to kind of show you guys all the steps. And it's always just kind of interesting, I think, to show you guys that I do make mistakes too. That's why I do most of my building off camera. It turns out nice in the end, but I sacrificed many glass blocks because of my mistakes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to build the water glass arch off camera. And to give you an idea of how I'm going to start doing that, I'm going to go back up this arch. And now I got to be careful, because one wrong move and I'm in the lava, swimming for my life. And if I die, I'm probably going to lose about 5 stacks of glass blocks, and that's no good. So I've got to be careful not to touch this here. I'm getting nervous as I get higher up here. Okay, so I know that this is the middle here. If I remember from building that last arch, I know that there's going to be 10 blocks here in the middle. That's the middle, the dead middle, so right there on that line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're almost going to build this one kind of backwards. So there's the dead middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there we go. That's what we just built as the top part of that arch. So now we're going to start from the top and work our way down for the second arch, and then we're going to fill this one with water. I will show you guys what it looks like once it's all done. Okay, the second arch is done, and all I need to do now is just put some water at the top of it, and hopefully it'll look pretty cool once it's all finished. I definitely did a better job making the second arch. I didn't make nearly as many mistakes, so it didn't take quite as much time. I do definitely recommend that if you are trying to build this yourself, bring about an extra stack of glass. It only takes, I think, 8.5 stacks of glass to make this, but I went ahead and brought 9, and I'm glad I did. I guess I still have 50 glass blocks left, but just to be safe, if you're building this kind of far from your base, like I did, bring some extra. That way it saves you a trip back. Alright, let's go ahead and put the water up here and see how that looks. Again, this project really doesn't serve a distinct purpose in my Minecraft world other than it's really just a landmark. It's just something that kind of looks cool. Hopefully it can be seen from far away. And yes, I really like how that turned out. One thing I did for the glass, the lava arch, is I put a couple glass blocks right at the end. And I've got some ideas to improve this a little bit more. Thinking maybe some, like a big pool of water here, a big pool of lava at the end of that. I've even considered, maybe in the future starting like a second base here, and this kind of marks where the base is at. Maybe it's an underground base. I don't know. I've got some ideas on how to improve it. I've got some other projects I'm wrapping up, so I'm not going to go crazy with all this. Does sound like it's raining outside the desert. Sure is. It's always raining, especially when I'm recording. But what I want to do now before I end the episode is I want to see how this looks from a distance. So let's sail back to the tower, and let's go ahead and go up like up to the islands, maybe to our desert island, and see how it looks from a distance. Again, I think the tree is looking really nice, especially at nighttime. I will definitely add some vines to the sides of the tree, give it kind of almost an eerie look. These vines I need to trim, but before, hard collision, wasn't paying attention. But before I trim those vines, I really need to start a melon seed farm, and that's hard to do when you don't have melon seeds. If you guys are playing in my world and you happen to come across a dungeon that has some melon seeds, please give me the coordinates. I would love to find some melon seeds so I can trim those vines. And already I'm happy with what I see in the distance, but I think an aerial view will look even better. And I love this view of the tree house as I'm going up the water elevator. I like how it's nice and slow. It's just a very scenic ride up. I can see Viewers Village. I can see the top floors of the tower, the tree house, and now I can even see the glass arches over at the desert. Oops, got stuck there. What I always do when I get up here, if you're playing in my world, is I send this back down, because you can jump off about anywhere up at these islands in the sky, and you're going to land in the ocean and not take any damage. There, of course, is the island for the island competition. I have received several submissions so far, and I'm loving what I see. It's looking great. Keep up the great work, guys. Keep sending me submissions. Of course, you have until August 19th until it's finished. And so it's obviously not the clearest picture with all the rain. I feel like I have to shout over it. I think there was a volume setting for that. What I'm going to go ahead and do right before I end the episode, I'm going to show you guys what this looks like at daytime and when it's not raining. Be right back. And there you go. Here is a view of the finished glass arches from up here in the islands in the sky during the daytime. So I'm pretty happy with how that project turned out. If you guys have any questions on how to build this on your own, please let me know in the comments and I'll help you out the best that I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you later.